you guys know how this works. I'm gonna be waiting for a good 15 to 30 seconds for people. Still waiting on my back. So the new C.H.P.R.R. is here. I'm on. Hi Keith. Is the J part of your name your first name, or is it just Keith? Sorry. Hi there, Alex. Does what you're seeing look promising? I go by my middle name, Keith. Oh, okay. That makes more sense, I think. Just waiting for a few more people before we get started. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So guys, is what on screen look promising to you? I'm talking to you, Alex, since you said my teaser was unfair, so does this look fair now? Yes, it's fair. Okay. My 4449 is broken right now, so I have to wait until my neighbor Andrew gets it fixed. One of the, what is it? Like one of the little, screw holes? Why is it broken? One of the little holes that you put the screws in under the motor it's split into several pieces, so I need to ask my neighbor Andrew how he can fix it, because I don't know how to fix it. I tried hot gluing it, but it didn't work. So all I got right now is... So I got Sally and Jack back there, I got the diesel and the trolley back there. I think there's some more people that might be coming, I don't know. You guys probably just want to see what it looks like, don't you? So, I shall show you the brand new C.H.P.R.R. And no one is ever gonna know what it stands for. Okay. Alex and Eric, your new cams and your new quality is great. Alex and Eric's editing skills are awesomeness. Oh, I thank you. Okay, so are you guys ready to see the new C.H.P.R.R? Alex, I know you've already seen it, but don't spoil it. So, here it is. Love this new camera stand. Okay. Let's see. So here she is. Give you a nice good view. There's Jupiter down there. And look at all this awesomeness. So yeah, this is the new railroad I have. Well, it's not new, it's mostly just been redone a little bit. Waiting for people to say something. Nah, thank you. Okay. So, how would you guys like me to go about this? Do you want me to go from this side to this side, or just go however I want? Because I want to give you guys like a tour or something. Which one? Eh. Oh, and by the way, that box over there in the corner, my dad made me that years ago, and all of my train stuff is in it now. So that means that all the freight cars that used to be in the middle here, they're all gone. They're all in that box over there. And also a few more cars that I got. And so now this whole area right here can be for storing my trains. That empty space right there is for the Jupiter. There's Jack, Sally, the trolley, the diesel, and an area for my 4449. If you guys want to see it, here she is right there. So she's not... She still works. It's just that one of the holes where the screw goes that holds the, bottom... Show the damage. I can't. I have to take it apart then. I can't. I don't want to take it apart again. I've taken it apart 3 times already, Alex. And so I'm having the Jupiter run on the rails while I wait for her to be fixed. And Sally and Jack are taking care of her train over here. Sally can actually handle these trains actually really well. Did it get damaged while taking it apart? No, it didn't. I don't know how long it's been... The little plastic thing that holds the screw down, I don't know how long it's been broken. I just found that one day, and then all of a sudden, I didn't know how to do it, so I tried super gluing it back together, and it kinda worked, but I don't know. I have to ask an expert. I know I know you're an out... Blah! I know Alex is an expert at modeling, but I'm not sure because I have to take the train apart again, so... Should I take it apart again? I don't know, because then I'd have to do a whole video on it and stuff like that, I don't know. But, back to this. So, where do you guys want me to start with this? Do you want me to start on the right, middle, or left? Anywhere is fine, pretty much. Which one, Alex? Do I start from the left and middle or right? Is it me or is the Jupiter a lot louder than normal? Ooh, only 740, that's good. I didn't notice a difference in sound, huh? Okay, so since Alex says that he wants to, that he said yes to something, I don't know what it was, so I'm gonna start over on the left side of the layout and work my way down towards that area. So let's go. Let's see here. Ugh, okay. This is the residential district. It has houses and cars and all that stuff, and the train track is right next to the houses, as you can see. Imagine having a train that close to you. By the way, all these cars were purchased by my dad, not sponsored. So, anyway, so the coolest thing about this is that all the houses have roads now that connect them all to one central road. I might be coming to Anaheim in March. Oh, that's fun. So yeah, all these roads connect to this massive 2-lane road that heads straight down the middle of the layout, and it heads towards Handyville off in the distance. And let's see, so... Did the mayor have to make arrangements to approve ordinances for allowing railroad operation within housing zones? I guess the mayor might be me, so... yes? Anyway, I mean, look at how close these cars are to the tracks. That's like maybe 10 or 15 feet. I don't know, like here's a... I don't know, like, good. I don't know. I mean, like, what kind of car is this? It's probably like 10 feet away from the tracks. I don't know, honestly. I was just fiddling around and I wanted to fit as much as I could. This is kind of like Disneyland to me, because the railroad tracks circles all the way around all this stuff. So yeah, so there's roads connecting all the houses and stuff. And also all these trees that you see, like these ones, that one right there and then that one, these are all new. These big luscious trees, they're all brand new. I bought them myself, and since, and you're probably wondering, what is this stuff that my train is sitting on? This is foam. This is a giant 7 by 3 foot sheet of foam that my track sits on now. So, if you look at it, my track now sits on very solid ground, if you think about it. So just give me 1 second, I'll be right back, because the music cut out, and I don't want a stream with no music. It's a boring stream then. Okay, that's better. So, let's see. Don't leave us. I'm not. So yeah, there's 4 houses in this area, and they're all within maybe 10 to 15 feet from the rails. Like this one I think is the closest. I mean, look at that. Look at how close this train is about to get. What is that, like 10 or 15 feet? I don't know. But all these cars that you see I got from my dad's friend. Shout out to my dad's friend, I don't know his name, but whatever. And so now we're gonna head down this 1-lane road and head straight towards the city. So imagine this is my house. So I get out of my house. Wait, I got an idea. Here, I'll just use this. So I get out of my house, and next thing you know, I go down this road. But this guy had an engine breakout, and so now I turn onto this road, and oh, I forgot about this. So there's been a lot of accidents on this 1-lane road because me and Alex were discussing this earlier. So one car has to pull off the road while the other one goes the other way. So I guess this guy didn't get the message. Let's see. So there's this one center road that I call Center Street, and I know that's probably related to Disney in some way, but anyway, after going through here, just give me a moment, I gotta get the music again. So, this road I think is my favorite in the whole layout. So, let's see here. So, after you go past the, Eric, I feel like my day's working with Mr. Rogers while you're moving cars down the street. Aww. So, anyway, so after going past that collision, then I turn down the one center road, and this is where the train station is. This is all one big train station. There's like 4 platforms, I guess. This one's my favorite because of the architecture, as you can see, and its old-timey nature. And there's actually a parking lot back here with a Model T back here. Let me see if I can get it for you. So, I don't know where this car came from. It's cute and I love it. So, it's a Model T. So, love that building. Oh, thank you. I got it from my dad's friend too. So then after going through there... Hello, neighbor. So anyway, so this is actually a functional power line. It's a power line. It's holding the cable, it's holding the wire that goes from my controller, and it goes underneath all this to the power. So this is a real working power line. I love that so much. Let's call Dad's friend Butch. I think his name was John, I don't know. But anyway, so after going through here, I go down this center road that I love so much. What's this? Oh, it's speed limit. Okay. Just put that right there. Okay. So after going through there, you know, beep beep like that, and then we come to the rail yard, and here I need to either turn right or left. If I turn right, it'll just take me right out of the layout. So let's go left, and then we make it to the city, which is probably the biggest section of the whole layout right here. Here, let me put my camera down real quick while I go put the car back. There we go. So, there's actually a lot of history with this model in the center of my layout. It was my first model of Handyville, and the only one, actually. Let's see. Okay, that's better. So there's 4 train stations all linked together with one clock in the middle. It's big enough for the Jupiter's train, but it's not big enough for the 4449s. Let's see. And then after that, move my plane out of the way. So, once I cross this street right here, then we make it to Handyville, which is probably the one thing made out of paper on the whole layout. And it's actually quite big if you look at it. Like here, I'm gonna stand up. As you can see, this is how big it is. Alex, I see what you did, neighbor. So as you can see, it takes up about 1/3 of the entire layout, as you can see. And it's all linked by that road that I showed you earlier. So we left my house, and we came down this road, and we could either turn right or left, and then we turned left into the city. So it's got, let's see, I don't want to rear end my plane back there behind my foot. So, let's see. So there's Big Handy Mountain right there. There's a clock tower in the middle. And then there's the main area of town, which has... I know you guys like trains, so I thought this would be perfect tonight. So there's a hotel, there's a general store, which is kind of like a, I don't know what it's like. It's like a grocery store. Then there's Gold Deposit, because this is an old mining town. And then there's a dance hall and saloon. And all these buildings you see are the originals. These are all original from 2007 or 2006, I think, because that's when I built the clock tower right here. I gotta get Eric a collection of cardigans. What are cardigans? Cardigans. Anyway, this clock tower is really old. I mean, like, really old. I mean, you might notice something about it. It's made out of math paper. No, I'm not kidding. This thing is literally made out of math paper. Oh, Mr. Rogers sweater. Oh, okay. They're type of sweater mostly worn for style. I can see that. So, if you look, this thing is made out of... Mr. Rogers wore them. Oh, okay. Now I know what they are. So, this thing is made out of math paper. That's literally what this thing is made of, as you can see. Tyler Bugs. Hi, Tyler. So yeah, this entire clock tower is made out of math paper and math homework. I don't know why I did this. But anyway, Big Handy Mountain back there is not made out of math paper. It's made out of regular printer paper, like the kind of paper you'd see in printers. But anyway, I think in 2014, I think it was, I combined these two models right here. And it says that this mountain was built in 2012. So this model of Handyville probably was built in 2007. At least I think it was, I don't know. But anyway, it forms a giant... Oh, about to squish my plane. Okay, Mr. Rogers would have loved you, Alex and Eric, so much. Aww. So let's see. So this is what my railroad looks like from a distance. And as you can see, the town takes up a huge amount of space. And yes, the town is movable, and so is everything else. So let's see. So we move past the city, and then we reach the rural areas. And this is my own little farm. And so there's a greenhouse, there's a ranch house, and then there's... Town is awesome. Oh, thank you. There's trees, and there's hen houses and little farming equipment out here. Train track right by it. And this is like a coal tower. Keith, you know what's funny? Eric is like Mr. Rogers, and I'm like Huell Hauser. What a pair we are. Who's Huell Hauser? Eh. Anyway, this is like a coal tower, I guess, and like they take daily or weekly shipments of coal and take it to that little coaling tower right there for the trains. Because the Jupiter runs on wood, but however, Sally and PBS host of California's Gold, never heard of it, but Jack and Sally back there both use coal, and I think the Jupiter could use coal too. And anyway, there's like two, let's see. There's a fire department right there, and there's a car servicing station with a car broken down in it. And this is funny. So this is a This is a little school bus that I got from a friend, and they're on a field trip to visit the rail yard. Wouldn't that be an awesome field trip? Kids, we're taking a field trip to a train yard. There ain't nothing interesting to see. Yay, trains! Never heard of him? I don't think so. I know that California is home to gold, but I don't know any show called California's Gold. Anyway, Alex, I see Mr. Rogers in both you and Eric. I knew Fred well, and you both have some of him in you both. Aww. I feel so special being relatable to Mr. Rogers. But anyway, so one of the big differences between the original layout and the new one is the amount of green colored paper that I have under it. This green paper that you see all over is supposed to represent grass. It's not very good grass, but it works. Huh. But anyway, everything that you see, I had to place by hand a lot. And let's see. So now we're moving on to the outskirts of the layout. And one of the cool things is that I can step on it. Okay. Okay. So I'm sitting on the box that my dad gave me, as you can see. So back here is kind of like the wilderness section, because Eric, what is your oldest car? What do you mean, like railroad, like train car, or like car, like the one I drive? Anyway, excuse me. There we go. Train. Oh, okay. That I don't know, but I'll get to that in a minute. So back here is kind of like a little forest area, and there's like a little lone house back here with a bridge going over this little lake or something, and there's these little telephone poles going out, and then this house right here, let me see if I can get a better view. Let's see. So back here is kind of like an abandoned house or something that belongs to a weirdo or like a homeless guy. I don't know, but it's a tiny little house I put out there in the middle of nowhere behind Handyville, as you can see. And then there's let's see, then there's that famous tunnel that I use all the time. You mean a transient? What? The town should be called Paperland. I don't know, because I already named it Handyville, and besides, this is a replica of Handyville after all, so let's see. So there's that famous tunnel right there that I use to make transitions. Like this. The Jupiter's coming right now. So yeah, that's where my trains come through. This is made out of foam, by the way, and it's a really old tunnel. I'm actually thinking of getting a new one. I don't know, but anyway, there's the rail yard in the middle. A transient can be considered a homeless guy. Mostly means someone who never stays in one place for too long. Oh. Well, then in that case, I think that might be just an abandoned house. But anyway, in the center of the layout is a rail yard that I did. So like I said, there's tracks for all my trains in the 4449, like a hobo. Oh. And this, Alex called these spur tracks. They lead to two other spur tracks. One is for the 4449 to go in this shed right here that I made myself. And then one is for the trains. It can either fit the Jupiter's train or the 4449's. So, and you're probably thinking, can you just put two trains on both tracks? Yeah. Oh, I like the shed. Oh, thank you. So yes, this train can fit on this track, and this track can fit on either one of these. They're short enough to fit in the rail yard, as you can see, because I have... And here's the cool thing, I actually have buffers on them now, so no matter how much I try to push them off, they won't move. So, anyway, that's the newly updated C.H.P.R.R. And I have a little slice of realism in there. I think that's a little too real. But anyway, there's like funny little gags or something that I tried to put in. Like right here, it says, "Danger, do not trespass. It's a dead end." Colby, hi Colby. So yeah, there's like There's danger, do not trespass, because if you do, you're just gonna smack into a... If you're unlucky, then you're gonna hit a train. Oh, I'm so sorry, anyone who's got hit by a train. Oh, buffers work wonders. My tracks have buffers and saves me a ton of anguish trying to prevent derailments. Yeah, that's what buffers are for, to keep trains from crashing. Um, and there's also one inside the shed, too, as you can see. Let's see. So there's another set of buffers right there that keeps my 4449 from derailing when it backs into the shed. And I tried to make it as real as possible. It says there's 2 chimneys for the smoke to come through. You showed us backstage. Sorry, forget you saw that. Just forget it. Anyway, I'm gonna switch the trains out right now so you can see my process. But anyway, I got all these homes and all these details that you see from my dad's friend. Thank you so much, Butch. Hi Clarence. So let me see. So that's actually one of my favorite things. It's a little barbecue, even though none of these homes have backyards. I feel bad for them. They don't have backyards and yet they want to have a pool party. Let's see. So now I'm gonna... How can we forget that? I don't know. Okay, so real quick, I like your new layout. Oh, thank you. So for Colby, this is my new layout. Well, it's not new, it's mostly just updated, but... Anyway, you guys are gonna see me putting away the Jupiter's train and putting the 4449's train out, even though the 4449 can't run right now. But anyway, some fun facts about some of these things that you see. For example, these palm trees that you see, like there's one right there, there's one right there, and then there. These are actually from my canceled movie Paperland. These were used in some of the scenes, and now I have them on my layout. So even though Paperland is canceled, these were props that were used in the movie when I made it back in 2016. So yeah, these trees, they have a history to them. And you can tell because they have letters on them. Like for example, do they grow? That's a cool idea to reuse them. Oh, thank you. A lot of this stuff is reused, actually. Like, Handyville is the biggest reused thing I have. Let's see. And then that's obviously reused. They grow in spirit, Keith. That is so wise. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I reused from the original C.H.P.R.R. for this. And also, if you've noticed any of these tiny little signs, they actually have words on them. Like that one says, railroad property, keep out. That's because it's a rail yard. And then there's this one down here that says speed limit 35 miles an hour. All of these came from my dad, so there's a lot of stuff. And then over here, oh, I forgot to put that back. So it says reduce speed. I gotta go, Eric. Oh, okay. Bye, Alex. I miss him already. So, anyway, so the reduced speed is for trains leaving the rail yard or going in. Bye, Alex. I'll see you next time. So let's see here. So I'm gonna switch the trains out right now so that you guys can see it. You should make a house for Butch. I don't know who Butch is, and I don't think I have a house for him. Actually, no, this house... This house right here could be Butch's house. It looks big. It's actually a little, this is actually a jewelry box. See? There's little velvet lining in there. It's the cutest thing ever. So real quick, I'm going to, switch the trains out so that then you guys can see my process from when I do this. Okay. Okay, let's see. I know this might be boring to some of you, but for those of you who like trains on my channel, you guys have made your voices heard. Let's see. Okay. Sally is a little rail yard worker, so she knows how to shunt trains around. Let me just... I'm not trying to point the camera at things, I'm just moving my hand around, as you can see. Okay, so like I said, the rail yard has enough space for all my trains, except for the diesel. Let's see here. Not boring at all, enjoying it. Aw. So let's see. So now we just need to get Sally into the rail yard. Okay. And that's a little signal box down there. I like it. Come on back, Sally. Good to see your train again. I'm happy to see it again. I don't know if she's coupled or not. Let me check. Nope, not. Okay, she just pushed the couples apart. Okay, that's better. See, she's able to handle this train even though it's hundreds of times her size. Okay, so now comes the hard part, getting these trains to switch with each other. Okay. It's hard to do this one-handed, because I'm usually doing this by myself with two hands. I had a good time with you and Alex on Monday. I had a good time with you too, Clarence. I loved having the corn chowder down at the French market. Sally is powerful. Dang it. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, Sally is a tiny engine, but she can handle a whole lot of weight. A lot more than I thought. Okay, let me just move that right there. Oh, dang it. Oh no, she's gonna run into the train again. No. Okay. There we go. Okay, I saved it. Oh, that was a close one. Okay. Now... let's see. So now we just shove... Hey! What just happened? I don't know what happened. Just give me a moment. I have no idea what just happened. For some reason, she derailed the trains. No, oh, dang it, it's just this one car again. This one car has been giving me problems for years. I don't know why it does this or where it comes from, but it is a big pain in my butt. Sorry you guys can't see this. I'm trying to derail the screen. Okay, that's better. I like to keep Sally at a nice, comfortable speed of... Eric, it's snowing here in Pennsylvania. I'm so sorry. I was just outside a couple of hours ago, and it is cold. Okay, let's see here. So now we got Sally running. Look at how powerful that little engine is. So, oh, hang on. I gotta move this. Let's see. It's cold here, too. It is. Okay, that's better. So now we got the 44.9's train running, even though she's not pulling it. But Sally is probably the loudest engine I have next to the diesel. And actually, have any of you guys? I heard it's lightly snowed in parts of Arizona where it normally doesn't. There's this whole cold front going across America right now. We have 5 inches of snow tonight. I'm so sorry. I hate the cold. I'm built for warm weather. So let's see. I usually like to keep them at speeds relative to their size. So Sally is going about 25% on the controller, which I can assume is 25 miles per hour in real life speed, I guess. So let's see. So let's see. So there's all kinds of stuff going on around here. My 44-point train sounds smooth. Does it? Personally, I don't see it because it sounds like it's really trying hard. Have any of you guys heard of this movie called Unstoppable? Starring Denzel Washington and Chris Pine? Not sponsored. Have any of you guys heard of that movie, Unstoppable? Like with the runaway train? And they try to stop it, but they can't do it? Okay, we got one person who says yes. Okay. Yeah, it's a great movie. Mom, I know you've already seen it. So let's see. So I love awesome. I love trains. I love trains. Oh yeah, you showed me parts of that, didn't you? Of course I did. So I love that movie so much that I have decided that I'm going to 35 times and count with all precision. Precision. Is it precision or precision? I think precision. But anyway, I love that movie so much that I'm actually going to be recreating moments from it using that diesel right there. It just got new traction tires on it a couple of weeks ago, and that thing may be small, but it can handle a whole lot of weight. A whole lot more than the 4449 can. I don't know why. It just doesn't make any sense for the 4449's train to be pulled by a separate engine. I'm going to switch out the 4449 with Sally. No, I'm gonna switch these. I'm gonna switch Sally with the 4449. How are you going to recreate it? Well, here's the thing, because... Oh wait, no, she's not far ahead enough. There was some wheel slip right there. Let's see. How's Will? He's different. I love that scene so much, even though I don't like seeing blood. But anyway, Keith was asking how am I going to recreate it? Well, the biggest problem is running out of space, because as you can see, my layout is not big. It's only 7 feet by 3 feet. It's 7 feet long and it's 3 feet wide. So, oh, and I just remembered that. You see that little, what is it? That little, paper thing over there? That is actually another prop left over from Paperland. And you may have seen it before. So let me see. So, Sally, get out of here. So, Keith was asking how I'm gonna recreate it. Show him on Butch's house. It's, that house right there. It's the little secret jewelry box. Let's see. So let me just get something to prop my camera on. I know that Alex's camera stand is good, but at the same time, it doesn't have like one of those little swivel things that allows it to go up to like camera stands. You know how they have like little handles that you can move them up and down like this while the 3 legs are stationary? Yeah, that's what this camera stand that Alex gave me doesn't have. But I'm perfectly fine with it. I use my own methods. Okay. You have a lot of trains. I do. If it wasn't obvious already. Let's see. I'm getting the wheels all connected right. Okay, let's see. Okay. So... my 4449 is actually gonna be 16 years old this year. She looks good for 16. Oh, and this is cool. Hang on, let me just... Here, hang on. So here's the cool thing. So, recently, if you remember from some of my old videos, you may have seen... Wow, almost as old as me then. Yeah, she's 16. She's gonna be 16 years old this year, and she's still running. I mean, look at how smoothly she runs. Well, she doesn't run smoothly at slow speeds, though, see? See, I'm going as slow as she allows it. And as you can see, it's not... She doesn't run as smoothly as she used to, but everything is awesome when you're part of a team. But at high speeds... she runs smoothly. Either frontwards or backwards. So like I was saying, if you've been around on my channel long enough, you may have noticed that my 4449 has one of these couplers. It's like a River Rossi coupler. But however, just a couple of weeks ago, I went down to my local hobby store with my neighbor Andrew, who's a genius, and we came up with a way to modify my 4449. She runs pretty good for her age. Thank you. I just cleaned her a little while ago but then I found that broken piece underneath inside her motor, so now I have to go see my neighbor Andrew later and see if he can fix it. So you may have seen couplers like this on the trains, as you can see. All of these are knuckle couplers where they look like this. And let me see, hang on, I'm trying to... So the couplers are like this, and here, let me just put it in between my legs. There we go. There we go, that's it. If I can get it to stay there. There we go. So it goes like this. So the couplers go like that. How was my Disney trip on Tuesday? It was fun. It was honestly really fun. And I got to meet the fairy godmother and Perla. Perla the mouse. I had no idea she was gonna show up. Surprised the heck out of me. So, originally the 44.9 had a Riverossi coupler, and all the couplers, were knuckle couplers, and so I had to forcefully connect them. But just a little while ago, me and my neighbor Andrew went down to our local hobby store, like I said, and we put a knuckle coupler on my 44.9. This has never been done before. And do you know how hard it was to get this coupler on? There's a little piece of metal underneath it holding it up, because it would be like this, like that, while the other couplers were straight like that. So we had to use a piece of metal to prop it up like this so that it can connect properly. Because even though my layout looks flat, it's actually not, because it's sitting on carpet, and look at how soft it is. As you can see, it's really soft, as you can see. So, it's uneven. It's flatter on this side than it is on the other side. So, because the coupler was like this, it would uncouple itself around that corner, and so I would run into problems. That seems like it would be more convenient now, though. What does? The new coupler? Yeah, it's a lot more convenient than it was before. Because now, look at how easily it connects now. If I can get a light on it, let me see. Let's see. Where's... here, I got it. So I'll just shine this light down, and you can see... Oh boy. Okay, so take a look at the coupler. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, okay. So take a look. You just saw, look, they couple perfectly. So now the 44.9 can connect to its own train without having to be forcefully connected anymore. The sad part is the Jupiter has a knuckle coupler while all these have Riverossi ones. So it's the opposite effect on the Jupiter for that matter. But I don't think I'm gonna change that one. But, however, the 44.9 does have something broken, but I don't know what it... But I talked to Andrew, and he said that it won't affect her running. It's mostly the track that's been a problem. Because if you look down here, you'll notice that some of these, like some of the little rails, like right here where the two tracks meet, they look rounded, right? Well, other ones are pointy, like that one, not round like that one. So I'm gonna see what Andrew can do with me soon to fix that, because you're a great teacher of trains, thank you. Aw, I'm actually gonna be doing more model railroading videos in the future, like that model train strength test that I told you guys about. I'm actually going to be doing that soon. It's gonna be a live stream instead. So let's see. So does this sound like a healthy train to you? Because... Let me turn off the music. So, does this sound like a healthy train to you? Because it does not sound like a healthy train to me at all. Because this thing is going to be 16. And at one point I had it on the table out of shot. And it fell. Like it was on the table, and one of my models smacked into it in the middle of the night. It rolled over, landed on a chair, and then landed on the floor after rolling through the air. And it was fine. This one is the one that fell off the table. So I'm really surprised with this. Hey Eric, I haven't really seen your train videos, but this is really cool. I'll definitely watch them later. Hi, and whatnot. Yeah, a lot of you guys seem to like my train videos. That's why that I'm gonna be making more. And in the future, I'll try and do more too. So let me see. So does this sound like a healthy train to you? Because it does not sound like a healthy train to me. So I'm going to turn it up slowly to to speed. So listen closely. So that's pretty much the slowest I can get her to go. And listen. There's like this weird gear sound that I'm hearing, and the higher I turn it equals the less I hear it, but I can still hear it a little bit, but she runs fine, see? And if I can tell that there's something wrong with the track, it's her light that I can use as a marker. Here, listen now. It sounds almost like an old projector. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then my neighbor Andrew said it's perfectly fine, and Ray said the same thing too, but I still don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Higher sounds fine. Yeah, it's probably just a low... It's probably when I'm running her really slow, like this. Here, listen. Because that doesn't sound like a healthy train to me. But her train is actually pretty light. I just oiled her cars recently. So yeah. My railroad is back and it's here to stay for now. Let's see. Okay, I gotta plug in my phone now. She's 16. Well, she's gonna be 16. I don't know when, but soon. Okay, so because I have my charger plugged in now, I'm restricted to just doing this. Doesn't she look gorgeous at night? For a 16-year-old train, though, that's still pretty good. I'm assuming you don't know much about trains, though. Oh, it's perfectly fine. And let me see what happens if I turn her up to 100. I haven't done this in a while. Whoa! Man, that is fast. In 2 years, she can vote and go off to war. I am not sending her to war. Well, she would have been she was a war train. Before she was given to a railroad historic society. Oh, wait. Let me go back in the chat a little bit, why is it broken? Let's see. Let's see, what is my... I'm trying to figure out who said, oh, Keith said, what is your oldest car? I think it might be this one, because, it's awesome when you put her on full speed. Oh, so this car was the first one that I got for the 4449. I don't think she's the oldest. I don't think that is the oldest car, because there's older ones, obviously, like these ones. These ones I found in the garage, but this one me and my dad got at a swap meet in 2003. I think I got the 4449 down there in 2002, so that was a long time ago. If so, then that changes her birthday completely. So yeah, this one is the oldest car that I have on this train specifically. And you can tell because of the color scheme between this one and the modern ones. Like, as you can see, they're bright orange. I want to get a model train now. So if you look, this one is a little duller than this one. And all these ones I got randomly at a train store that no longer exists. But this one I got at a swap meet. I don't know how old it is or where it came from, but this one is the oldest car that's pulled by my 4449, and 16 years later, it's still being pulled by the same train. Would be awesome to have lights out and just have spotlights on her. Would be a cool look. I don't really know anything about model trains either. You should check out Sam's Trains then. He does awesome train videos. Shout out to him as soon as I'm done uploading this video. But let's see. Oh, my phone's going down in battery again. So yeah. And another reason you can tell that this was bought at a swap meet is because I can do this. No, I can't uncouple it. No, that's not it. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. I'm trying to... Dang it. Okay. Let me see. Gonna have to do some extra movements. So, because I got this thing at a swap meet, I don't know what caused this or what happened to it, but now I can do this. But ever since I got this, but I don't have one that is the same model as the Jupiter, but it is the Lilybell Waltz train from his backyard railroad, not the one from Disneyland. Oh, so ever since I got this, I can do this. Yeah, I can take the cover off anytime I want. But I usually keep it like this because it looks nice. So yeah, that's another reason that's another way you can tell that this was from a swap meet, because of how I can do that. Let's see. You can give it an interior. That's an idea, but wouldn't it add more weight to the rest of the train and make it hard for her to pull trains? Here, just for you guys, I'll send her on. So they're all passenger trains. Actually, no, they're not. Only the Jupiter and the 4449 have passenger trains. I'll set her on 100. Here she comes. Whoa, that is fast. Wow. She is rocketing around the track like a beast. Watch. Okay, too fast for me. So this is her normal speed. Huh. Good girl. Anyway, her top speed is over 100 miles an hour. Love it. Oh, thank you. I try to keep all these trains going at speeds that are relative to their cruising speed. Like the 4449 has a cruising speed of around 55 miles an hour, I think. And my train does around 50% on the controller, which I don't know how fast that is in real life. But as you can see, it's a comfortable speed, I guess. And just for you guys, I'll show you guys my other train collection, the other half of my train collection. Because those cars over there aren't the only ones I have. So I have other ones in this box that my dad made for me. Thank you so much, Dad, for making this for me. It's wood, as you can see. And it has all my leftover box cars in here and all my cars that I got. I love your paper models, by the way. Oh, thank you. So, I have spare parts. I have little box cars like this one. I have extra couplers, all bought, not sponsored. And I have track in here that I can use later. And underneath all these, I have spare cabooses and some extra stuff that I'll show in another video. And it completely... Don't run into me. Yeah. Oh, I almost fell. But anyway, because that's neat. Oh, thank you. So yeah, my dad made that box for me. And it completely got rid of all the cars that were clogging up this area right here, and I put them safely inside that box. My phone's gonna die any minute, so I gotta plug it in. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you guys some more views of my 4449 for you. Going slower than normal so you can get a good view. It's so amazing to see that after 16 years, she's still running just the way she did when I first brought her home. Oh, and by the way, this was the same area I put this railroad in for the first time when I was 5 years old. That'd be such a better place just knowing Eric's in it. Ah, my heart, my oversized heart. So anyway, there's a lot more realism on my railroad now. Like with all these houses, roads, and trees and all that stuff. Handyville made a return finally after nearly 2 years. And by the way, I'm going to be taking that model and this model and I'm going to be redoing them because as you can see, the roof is just not straight anymore. And over here, this isn't straight either. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I'm going to be renovating both these models so that I'm going to be taking them apart, removing the old tape, and just putting brand new tape on it. In order to help them live longer, because you gotta remember, these things are over 10 years old now. I don't know what's gonna happen to them in the future. And like I was saying about Unstoppable, I'm gonna use that diesel back there, and the Jupiter, it looks really nice and new, especially if you refurbish the paper models. Yeah, I completely agree. And thank you. So I'm gonna be using the diesel or the 4449 to recreate Unstoppable, that movie with Denzel Washington and Chris Pine and the runaway train. Here, let's take a question right now. So what do you guys think is better for my recreation of Unstoppable, the diesel or the 4449 should be the runaway train? Just out of curiosity, because the train in Tony Scott's, in Tony Scott's words, is the biggest movie villain of all time. So I'm waiting 4449. It's 3 4s and a 9, but I don't mind. Okay, so we got one for the 4449, so... Aw, she's so beautiful. I love her. I hope if I ever have a family one day, then I'm going to... Oh, okay. So we got one for 4449. I think the 4449 would be cool to see if it was a runaway train. Well, if you think about it, the controller's just sitting there, so this is basically a runaway train right now, but... who cares? Okay, so we got two for 4449. So, like I was saying, the diesel got new traction tires recently, and you'll see what I mean in this close-up. So, you'll notice like these little brown lines going across the wheels right here. Those are the traction tires, and they help the train, and they help this one get a lot more grip on the rails. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna take her off for a minute. So let's see. So let's see. So I'm going to take the 4449 off, and I'm gonna connect the diesel with the 4449's train to give you a sense of these new traction tires. Let's see here. Okay. The diesel is a lot more noisy than you think, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. Here, listen. So let's see, is it coupled up? Wow, it is. No, it isn't. Okay. I thought it was. It usually couples up sometimes on its own. Okay, that's better. So now I'm going to let you hear what this one sounds like. It sounds like a squeaky. It sounds really squeaky. But it gets the job done, and it's able to pull 11 cars. That's right, 11 cars with these traction tires. Here, listen. It does not sound like a train at all. That just doesn't sound normal. 11. Yeah, it's able to pull 11 cars. Okay, let's see here. Oh boy, it's been an hour. Okay, I need to cut this soon. So, real quick, so, let's see. So I'm gonna take the diesel off and I'm gonna put the 44.9 back. Because it seems that you guys really do like the 44.9. The 44.9 is actually the first train that gave me the inspiration to get involved in the hobby. And this is a really fun hobby. It's one of my favorites, next to model making, obviously, but let's see. So let me just show you what my process is. Let's see. Are all the wheels on the rails? Because sometimes they aren't. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay. 44.9. See, I told you guys like her. I don't know what I would do to help her run better. It's just she's 16 years old soon, and I don't know how to make her run better. Okay, that's better. So, to give you a sense of scale, this is my hand. So I'm gonna put my hand down, and these are HO scale replicas for those of you who don't know. So here comes the 44.9, and you'll see just how small she is. She's kind of a moderate-sized train, as you can see. It may look big on my videos, but that's just because of my camera. 50%, please. Okay, there we go. So I'll get some fun views over here for you guys. You're watching 16 years of my childhood roll by. Ooh, I got an idea. Here, don't go away, guys. Don't go away. Don't go away, I say. I hear you over there walking away. Don't move. Hang on, don't go away, guys. Okay, none of you went away, right? Awesome angle. Well, thank you. I moved. I told you guys not to walk away. Come on. Okay, so to give you guys an idea of just how heavy this train is, I put a boxcar down there that is going to be hit by my 44.9. Let's see, I think I need to find some appropriate music for this. So let's see, let me put you guys right there while I find some music for this. Let's see. Okay, that's better. Hey, its the last name is Wilson, just like my friend. Let's see. Looking. So, do you guys... Some classical? I don't know yet. I have to look it up first. Let's see. I don't want an ad. No ads. I actually found a way to skip ads without having to hit the skip button, but not on Bob Mountain music. No copyright music, I'm sorry. But, so let's see. So, for my recreation of Unstoppable, I'm actually going to be recreating just the highlights. Like the parts that I thought were good. Actually, the whole movie is good, but it's just going to have a steam train instead. And then I asked my friend Alex, hey, what would happen if one of the engines on the Disneyland Railroad was a runaway train with no one on it? I think it would just run out of steam or something. Okay, so I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm going to put my charger back in the phone because it's dying. Let me see if I can get a good view. Oh, I get a good... Hey, a VW Bug. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna get a good view from up here. Okay. Wait, no. Okay. That's better. So look at the power of my train. Oh wow. That's the biggest thing that's happened. Okay. Well, it could stop and put water in itself every time it goes by New Orleans Square. Sounds like an amped up Jaws. Yeah, that actually, it is, kind of, isn't it? Crash. Yeah. It may not look like it, but the 4449 is actually pretty heavy. I think it's about a pound or so, I don't know, just the engine itself. Then you got half a pound of cars being pulled behind it, so I don't know. I don't really know, honestly, but let me just wait for her to go by. Do it at full speed, you got it. I wonder what this is gonna do. The last time I did this, it derailed, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Stinking wow. Okay. Wait. Watch out, Butch's house. Oh no. Oh wow. Stop. Okay. Oh, that was awesome, and I can't do it in slow motion because it's a live stream. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on during this time because did Butch's house survive? It's right there, so yeah, only the signal box got hit. Yeah. So let's see. So let me check for damage. I don't think there's any damage. Do you guys see it? I don't see any, really. Whew. Okay, so I think it hit, like, about right there. And I don't see anything. Looks fine to me. She's a tough girl. Like I said, she fell off a table, then onto a chair, and then onto the floor. So yeah, so... It doesn't look like this car got any damage either. Don't see anything. That's good enough for me. Here, let me send her back off so that you guys can watch her go around here. Eric, that was awesome. Oh, thank you. Just imagine what it'll be like when I do Unstoppable. This train may look harmless, but it's not. Let me just put her back in the box. Okay, that's better. Here, this shot is always... This spot is always fun to film. Okay, here she comes. Okay, so... One last look. So... Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so, I'm gonna give you guys one last look at my C.H.P.R.R. before I go. So, expect more train videos to be coming in the future, guys, because I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. Even though it takes literally forever. So there's the rural area, the town, rail yard, battery should last until 12%, see Eric, and then there's the I enjoy all your videos. Ugh. Digestion. Okay. So there's the residential district, the yard, city, and rural area right there. I love the way that I think all the changes that I've done to my layout in the past 16 years have all been for the better. Okay. Just one last look at my layout before I go. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this first look at my new model railway, and I hope you guys enjoyed everything you saw, and there's gonna be more to come in the future, obviously, because I'm not done. And for those of you who want me to draw my trains, don't worry. It looks really good. Can't wait to see more updates. And there is gonna be an Unstoppable remake soon, if I can find time to film it first. So, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again for another video. That was really cool. Thanks. So guys, looking forward. Thank you. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. Bye everybody.